Hello everyone and welcome to a new IBM I RPG sample video. In today's video we are starting something a little bit different from the usual videos on this channel. We are starting a complete beginner series where we will learn how to program in RPG on IBM I using modern development tools. If you are new to IBM I, or if you have heard about RPG but never really worked with it before, this series is designed exactly for you. During this series, we will start from the very basics, understanding what IBM I is, how the system works, how the database works, and step by step, we will start writing RPG programs. So, if you have always wanted to learn RPG programming, this series will guide you from the beginning. And in this first video, we're going to answer a very simple question. What is IBM I? Let's go. Before we start talking about IBM I itself, let me quickly explain what we are going to learn during this series. The goal of this series is to take someone who has no experience with IBM I and show them how to start developing applications on this platform. Through the next videos, we will cover topics like the basic concepts of the IBM I system, how libraries and objects work, how the database works on IBM I, how to query data using SQL, how to write RPG programs, and how RPG programs interact with the database. Another important thing is that we will use modern development tools. Instead of using only the traditional green screen tools, we will use Visual Studio Code and some different extensions like Code4i, DB2 and others. These tools make RPG development much more modern and much easier to learn for new developers. This doesn't mean that you won't see the green screen in these videos. Of course you will. But the development environment will be VSCode. By the end of this series, you should be able to create simple RPG programs that interact with the IBM I database. Now let's talk about the system itself. IBM I is an enterprise operating system developed by IBM. It runs on IBM Power servers, and it is used by thousands of companies around the world to run their business applications. Many companies rely on IBM I systems to manage things like accounting, logistics, inventory, order processing, customer management, and many other business processes. In many organizations, the IBM I system is responsible for running core business applications, which means applications that are absolutely critical for the company. One of the reasons why IBM I is so popular in business environments is its reliability and stability. Many IBM I systems run for years with very little downtime. One of the most important things about IBM I is that legacy programs continue to work seamlessly. Backward compatibility is a defining characteristic of the platform. Another important aspect of IBM I is that it is not just an operating system. It is actually a complete platform that includes many components working together. For example, we have the operating system itself, the database, the security model, the job management system, and several programming languages. All of these components are integrated into the system. This integration is one of the things that makes IBM I different from many other platforms. One of the most interesting features of IBM I is its integrated database. The database used in IBM I is called DB2. On many other platforms, the database is a separate product. For example, you might install an operating system and then separately install a database like MySQL, PostgreSQL, or Oracle. But on IBM I, the database is built directly into the operating system. This means that the database is always available and tightly integrated with the rest of the system. Applications written on IBM I interact very closely with the database, and this makes it very efficient to process business data. Developers typically use SQL to query and manipulate data stored in the database. Later, we will explore how system and operational data are kept in the database. Instead of relying solely on specific system commands, you have the flexibility to retrieve this information using SQL. We also will see how RPG programs can interact with the database using embedded SQL. Well, now let's talk about the programming language that we will use during this series. RPG stands for Report Program Generator. It is one of the main programming languages used on IBM I systems. RPG has existed for many decades, and it has evolved significantly over time. Many people associate RPG with very old fixed format code, but modern RPG is actually very different. Today, developers typically use free format RPG, which has a syntax that looks much more like modern programming languages like C, Pascal, or others. Free format RPG is much easier to read and much easier to learn for new programmers. In this series, we will use modern RPG syntax, and we will write programs that interact with the database using SQL. This combination of RPG and SQL is one of the most common ways to develop applications on IBM I today. You might be wondering what kinds of applications are typically built on IBM I. Well, most of the time, IBM I is used to run business applications. For example, enterprise resource planning systems, warehouse and logistics systems, financial, retail, and manufacturing systems. These applications manage large amounts of business data and handle critical operations for companies. In many cases, companies have applications that were originally written decades ago and have been continuously modernized and improved all the time. This means that IBM I environments often contain a mix of older programs and modern applications. And this is one of the reasons why learning RPG and understanding the IBM I platform is still very valuable today. Well, as you can see, this is the green screen, or the 5250 terminal emulator. This is the core interface of the system, where all the commands entries and programs executions take place. Of course, in the past, development was done entirely on the green screen. These tools, still common in many environments, include CU for code editing, SDA for screen design, and RLU for report formatting. Now let me quickly show you how an IBM I system looks for a developer's perspective. Here I am using Visual Studio Code with the Code4i extension. Through this extension, we can connect directly to an IBM I system and work with this object stored on the server. Here you can see the connection to the IBM I system. Inside the system, we organize objects using something called libraries. Libraries are containers that store different kinds of objects. For example, programs, tables, source code, surface programs, and many other types of objects. Here we can navigate through libraries and see the source code members that contain RPG programs. Later in this series, we will create our own source members and start writing RPG programs. We will also see that development is not just limited to the IBM I interface. We can also code locally on our own computers and then deploy the code to the system to be compiled and executed. But for now, the important thing is to understand that this is the development environment where we will be working during the series. In the next videos, we will start exploring the platform step by step. First, we will look at the basic concepts of IBM I, such as libraries, objects, and commands. Then we will see how to create database tables, insert data, and after that, we will start writing our first RPG programs. And finally, we will create small examples that interact with the database. The goal is that by following the series step by step, you will be able to understand the basic workflow of developing applications on IBM I. So in this video we have been talking about what IBM I is, the integrated database DB2 and the RPG programming language. In the next video we will start preparing our development environment and we will connect Visual Studio Code to an IBM I system. I hope you liked the video and that it was useful to you. As always, remember to like and subscribe if you aren't already. See you on the next video. Thanks for watching.